I feel like I'm about to die. Don't feel particularly pretty to be taking this content, but my gut, that is a little hungry right now, is telling me that I might someday consider this content gold. So this is how my morning looks like. I woke up feeling like shit, but not entirely. Like emotionally, I guess I wasn't feeling like shit-ish, because in the morning, cortisol is at its peak. Last night, I felt like I was dying again. It's become my routine now. I know that when around 7 p.m. hits, it starts. Sometimes from 6 p.m. if it's been a stressful day, or even 5 p.m. And at around 10 is when the lowest of the lowest of the lowest of cortisol levels hit. And during that 2-hour, 3-hour window from 9, maybe a little later, maybe 9:30, 9:50, and onwards, I feel like I'm about to die, and it only progresses into getting worse. I found the way to like sort of endure it and not go to the ER now that I know what it is, and I know that my body will probably survive it. I just have to suffer and endure it. I just lay on my side, on the side of my pacemaker, which, you know, should have been on my left side, but no, of course not, because it's me. So it's on my right side. I lay on that side and I stay very, 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 very still. And it's not that like I try to stay still. I can't really move. It's just my energy drops almost immediately, like 5 minutes in. And I feel tingles all over my body. Sometimes even like pinching sensations. I don't know what to call it. It's like, you know, when you touch a current somehow, like on clothes, then when you rub them really fast, you get that current feeling of electricity, and it's like, yeah, that's what I get on my fingertips, and yeah, just random places around my body that jerks me up. But those are happening. Oh wow, wait, I have to show you this. Looks not that nice, right? But look, they're so cute. Little tree. Anyways, those little sparks happen on top of the constant ongoing tingling. It's more like numbing tingling. So it's like I have a tingling sensation, and then that part of my body just goes numb. And yeah, it just feels weird, not really nice. And then dizziness hits. I feel like things are spinning a lot, but the first dizziness, what do I call it, episode of the night is usually less intense, and then it just builds up to the point of just like my eyes are open and I'm staring at whatever I'm staring, and then I just do like this. Yeah. That's it. It's very subtle. I feel like I'm dying, but I'm not screaming or anything, not crying. It just feels very, 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 very scary. And I just feel like staying very still, like, I guess, frozen. What else? Yeah, that's it. That's my night routine. And I wake up in the morning and I feel the same sensations. Not dizzy in the morning, but I get really, really, really conscious about the headaches. They're the worst, especially if I'm on my period and I have my polyuria states where I drink a little bit of water and then I somehow pee more, and it just dehydrates me. From what you can see, yesterday my lips were looking better because it was only the 2nd or 3rd day of my period, and before my period I have, oh my god, how did he do that? Okay, me just prop you up. I don't even know. For fuck's sake. It's about balance, baby. I don't care if it's crooked. All right. Oh, this one got off. I'll have to do that. I have to be very careful because the other one got broken by my not so patient ex, which is so fun because, you know, he's the one who loves this shit, but somehow he doesn't really have the doesn't really have the patience for it, which I guess makes us a great camping pair. Was this one the spot? Okay, let me clean this up. Is this like a rock place or is it a dirt place? Okay, it's dirt place. It's kind of, well, I'm not gonna say fun. It's kind of inner child nice. I really want to hit it hard, but I saw what happens when you do that. This is what happens. So, let's just keep being patient. Yeah. I don't know if it can go further than that. That's where I left it yesterday. I think I prefer not breaking it because I don't have access to anything here. Let's just leave it like that. Little sulkies. Not so little actually. And on the other side. Oh no. Nice. Well, now I have a table because I forgot I did. Oh, I have toilet paper in my pocket, my toothbrush, and my toothpaste. Don't want to eat that for breakfast. My GPT recommended sardines on toast, and it's been my go-to for breakfast. Although I don't hold any salt, as it seems, because my renin is super duper low, which, you know, it's part of the train broken problem. Okay, continuing yesterday's video, I was complaining. I don't feel like I'm complaining. I'm just telling the truth. Like, if someone feels like I'm complaining, or if someone feels accused by my words, well, you should look at the whole context and maybe ask yourself, why do I feel accused when she's telling the truth of how the events went? You know, like maybe there's actually something there, you know, that makes me feel like I'm being accused of it, because just maybe, you know, it's justifiable. As I said yesterday, I'm not looking to blame anyone. I just want relief because this is where I am right now. I literally have 2 YouTube series that are waiting for me to edit, and I couldn't, and I didn't know why, but now I do. I can't retain almost any water, especially when I'm on my period. It seems that I can actually not retain much salt either. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you that when we went to do the private lab tests, the lady I went to see the first time when I was by myself, I told her the 4 pairs of tests. So the first test is serum and urine osmolality. So the osmolality in the serum of the blood and the osmolality of urine. Paired means you take the sample the same day or close to it, because the urine had to be 24 hours to be accurate. The reason you do paired tests is so you can see what's going on in one side and what's going on in the other, and you compare. If one is high and the other is low, that's usually normal. If the osmolality is that the normal? I don't know. It's not my profession. I don't fucking know the shit. I have to read what one means and what the other means, so then I can compare, because I don't remember their definitions. But whatever. In my case, the osmolality in my blood was like normal, within range. I was feeling very dehydrated though. And the osmolality in my urine was really, really high. Like literally 1,221. I don't remember. UOSM, whatever that is. And that's literally the highest kidneys can concentrate, like pushing my furthest. And that was on a day that was a retention day after a series of polyuria days. Obviously, I didn't fucking plan it. I wanted to catch the polyuria days. But now, my ex had to hug me and I had to feel safe, so my body started retaining. Didn't mean I absorbed it, but I was retaining. The reason why I did it together is because, you know, that tells you if you need to look further for DI, which is diabetes insipidus. A dysfunction, a disease, I don't want to call it that, but whatever. A dysfunction where you don't absorb water or you don't retain water very well. There are two reasons why. There is central diabetes insipidus and there is nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. They both have to do with the same hormone, ADH, which is the hormone you produces when it wants you to retain water. In central, it just, your mind doesn't actually create that message. And in nephrogenic, your mind does, but your kidneys don't respond. So by definition, because I go between polyuria and retention days, my kidneys work fine. And from the general tests, blood tests, they work fine. Like, it's obvious that they work fine. They respond very well, especially when they, you know, get my osmolality that fucking high. They're working fine. So by definition, I don't have the nephrogenic DI, but I could have the partial central DI as a symptom of my hypothalamus not working real well, because, you know, the brain controls everything and one little spot in the brain controls a whole axis. So as part of the axis, that's also going a little wacky. So that was one of the tests. The second test was cortisol and ACTH together. That tests how cortisol production responds to ACTH. If one is really high and the other just stays flat, that's a warning. Third test was renin and aldosterone, hormones that are more connected to the salt retention. So we talked about water retention, which is indirectly connected to cortisol and directly connected to ADH, which again, they're all part of the axis. So if one is broken, like the other is going wacky. So if one gets fixed, then the train gets smoother. What can I call it? Because it's not really shit show, because part of that problem is that my intestines don't really work, because my body is in stress mode all the time and doesn't receive enough cortisol for it to, you know, complete their whole circle. So it keeps asking for cortisol, and it's just, yeah, it's been like that my whole life, and I'm just realizing it, and it's crazy. Anyways, the salt hormones, renin and aldosterone, control how you retain the salt, because in your blood you have a lot of things other than water, and you need both water retention and mineral retention. And when both are wacky, your volume just plummets. Well, the fourth one, well, for some tests you need to specifically tell the labs to do urine, sodium and potassium, and what was the other one? Yeah, I think it was the osmolality, right? Yeah. So for some labs you have to tell them to do that as an extra, and they do it from a smaller portion of your urine, so you take a different sample. So I wanted to do all these 4 tests from the same day of sampling when I was symptomatic. I'm always symptomatic, but I just have some days where I'm polyuric and some days where I'm retaining. So I just wanted to catch one of those days so I can see what's going on in my body. Doctors obviously kept refusing that for some reason. Some of them literally just straight up went into my face and were like, Why would we do that? Jeez, doc. I don't know. Maybe you can like open your textbook and your mind together because you're used to doing the first one and not the other. Anyways, so I finally did that. Not happy because I knew if the results came back as I thought they would, I was right. And I don't like being right. Oh, my ex is calling me. Wait. I sort of became his assistant for a while there. Oh, that's actually cute. I kind of liked it. By the way, do you see this? This was from a guilty kefir trip. I really love it. Kefir. My ex really likes it too. I was the one who taught him about kefir and he's in love. Anyways, toast and sardine. It's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. God damn, you're a whole fucking tiger, bruh. What the hell? Hi. Hello. You want a fishy? I've got a bunch. You want some? Okay. Me, 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 me. Okay, I'll just throw it. It's good, isn't it? I'm sorry I got it dirty. The little head shake is so cute. I love the little head shake. You're a really big boy. Or a big girl. Now, I either made a friend or a bully. Guess we'll find out. Majestic. I'm sorry, but I don't have a place in my heart for another right now. Still miss my kitty cat. I still miss her. I think about her a lot these days. So, for those who don't know, I was in Thailand for about a year and a half, a bit more than that. And I left. What? He's staring at me. And I left in sort of that emergency kind of theme. I left everything back. I left my laptop, I left my expensive headset, my camera, my equipment, everything. Everything. I even left my bulb, my motorbike. He's probably not coming because I don't have that kind of money to bring him, or I don't know if it's even worth it saving to bring him. I really miss writing. I fell in love with it, and there's nothing that can stop me from loving it anymore. It's just a done deal. But I'm happy I came here. I'm happy I listened to my soul. My soul yesterday was screaming, no, no, do not rent anywhere. At first I thought it's because I don't want to spend any money. But then my ex was looking for rooms. I was like, no, don't book anything. I was like, okay, so I really don't want to book anything. But where will I go? My car broke down. I used to stay in that. So what am I gonna do? Where am I going? My soul was like, no, you just don't do that. And you wait. So then, finally, the idea popped in my head. I was like, I want to go to nature. I want to sleep under the stars. And here I am. If it was any other person I was talking to, they would call me crazy, but they would also not be able to give me this kind of comfort in literally under 2-3 hours. But because it's my ex and he loves it, it's his life, literally. Camping and the outdoors is what he loves. Like, look, he even gave me everything.
everything. He knows he's not my soulmate. He knows he can't hold the kind of capacity that I need to build upon, but he's holding all the capacity he can hold, and he stays even when he knows he can't do much. But honestly, all of this is saving my life. And even though I'm still suffering and he can't really help in that department, like literally help me with my health or my business or my family, he still takes care of me, and he still makes time, and he still says thank you. So I'm kind of actually surviving with some gratitude and love. He really loves me. I love him too, as a person. He loves me too as a person. And it's just beautiful because we get to talk about everything now, and there's just not this pressure of labels, because we both felt like we weren't meant for each other. And he told me, I feel like we were just meant to go through what we went through together for a reason, but not for that reason. Not for the reason of being together, not for the reason of being husband and wife. And I know, I always felt it. But as a woman, talking to the fellow girls right now, we just want to put our weapons down. And sometimes we sacrifice our own dreams, even if we don't have children, just for the sake of feeling safe in a world that could never hold that kind of space for us, in a world that cannot hold our complexity. I know, baby girl. I know the feeling. You just can't, okay? You can enjoy it, but you can't stay in it, because you're meant to change this world with me, okay? Don't leave me alone. You're meant to do it. You're meant to let your fire burn and let those with the right here support you. I know they're rare, and I know for the most part you're gonna be alone too, but it's only because we're the first, and it's only because the world is finally ready to not burn us to the stake as witches. Actually fucking listen for once. It's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It still takes so much fucking work to be heard, but we don't need to be understood anymore. Just heard. And just for them to let us do our thing for once. You don't have to understand everything that happens. You don't have to understand everything that someone does, but you can love them and support them regardless. That's what holding space is. Holding space is most of the times, and in this time of humanity, 2025, not understanding what the other person is going through, why the other person is making the decisions they're making. Just trust their soul, because that's what they're doing. The soul, the fire, the flame is absolute, my love. The only flexible thing is your body and this world and the material. You must bend it to accommodate your fire, your flame, your soul, not the other way around. That's what we get wrong. That's what we got wrong all this time, all these years, all these thousands of years of suffering. We just gave into the suffering because we thought we should have bended our soul to fit this world. That is just the other way around. It's just the other way around. Anyways, what the fuck? There's another tiger there. God damn, brother. He's even more majestic. The hell? Dude. Superior cots are the fucking best. Oh my god. You guys. Miss. Hi. You want some fish? He's gone. Sorry. Didn't think to show him to you, because what the fuck? I was so shocked. He left now. I'm sorry. Maybe he comes here later. But yeah, the Hearth and the Flame. For what's worth, just go follow my Instagram. I'm not really posting there right now, but eventually I will. And I posted a few things that are not entirely true about my mutation. It was back when I was trying to figure shit out for myself. I thought I could. I was experimenting with new nutrition, new stuff, but it was too late. My body had already reached that point. It's okay. I survived. I feed myself. I still drink water even if I pee it all. It's excruciating, trust me. It keeps me alive. I'm gonna do that until someone fucking believes me. Someone in power fucking believes me. Gives me what I need. Once that happens, the healthcare system, the justice system, politics, I'm coming for you. And you'll be so fucking done. Just give me 20 years. 20 years. The world's not gonna be the same. I'm glad. I just have to tip my surviving to thriving in body language before I can do it with my flame. So from my understanding, my flame expanded a lot this past few months. I also met someone who ignited it, but he couldn't hold it. He just left me there dying. Literally. I thought he was my soulmate. He was just a mock-up, just so I could get where I needed to go, for fuck's sake. And where I needed to go was more suffering. But hey, I said it once, now say it again. If I can do it for the world to change, I will endure it. For as long as I endure it, I will do it. And I'm building stuff at the same time. Somehow, I don't know how, but I do. I guess it only takes one person to believe in you. My ex tells me every single day. He just knows I have to get back on my feet. I'm gonna conquer the world. The scary thing is, I know, and I see it. I don't want the power. I don't want the worship of a monarch. I don't want to be called the one who did it all. No. It's a frequency. A lot of great people have been orbiting, and a lot of great people have been building the path to orbit. It's the first tiger. The second one went that way. They look alike, so they're possibly from the same family. Every single great person has built a little spot that could make it easier for the rest to orbit and find that frequency. But it's still so fucking painful. And I think I synced with it. And that's when my body collapsed. Because my hair is not bended enough. It's not built well enough around my current expansion of my flame. It's never been the perfect hearth to hold me. But I just didn't know. I didn't know that I needed to cultivate that in synchronicity with my expansion of my soul. I didn't even have that language. Now that I do, I'm focusing on my body as much as I can, helping it as much as I can. I feed it, I give it water, give it ORS, I give it good sex, I give it chances. I pay to make the right labs. Well, not me, my ex. He believed in me. I will forever be grateful for that 200 euros. Because it wasn't just the money. It was his Hearth, whatever, hugging my own burning one. You know what he told me? He put his forehead on mine about 2 days ago. We were in his car outside a supermarket where we were going for him to buy me stuff to feed me. And he said, I wish I was more, just that, more. And I said, I wish I was less. Oh my fucking god. I wish I was less. But at the same time, I know my soul doesn't want it. My hearth does. Because it's suffering. This is how much water I drank yesterday with a little bit of ORS, which was around like 500 ml. We can guarantee you I peed a lot more than this. It's cold, room temp. I'm not as depleted as I was last cycle, and I'm not as in the dark as I was last cycle. I'm bleeding like a motherfucker though. But today's day 4, and I don't hurt as much, so that's great. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. Today is October 2nd, 2025. One day I promise it won't be so hard to find relief. I promise. I'll still be here, and I'll be thriving, and I'll build it for you. One day when my light is glowing, I'll be in a castle golden. But until the gates are open, I just wanna feel this moment. Oh, oh, I just wanna feel this moment. Fuck's sake. And I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it. All of it. I am present every single moment. I feel everything. It's become a habit now. I don't dissociate as easy. It has to be really bad. I'm here. Even like this. I'm here. Stay true to yourself. Always. Okay? Love you. I really do. Bye.